Good morning. I'm Mary.
Hi, good morning. I'm Linda.
And Pinky Ball Sisters in the kitchen. And we're going to be doing a 4-meat stew. I kind of made this up. You probably seen other recipes that's similar to it. But, some things I like in it and some I don't. So I just done it the way I wanted to.
It sounds like a hearty dish.
It's very thick and got a lot of meat in it. So anyway, I do a package of the how do you say that?
Polska kibasha.
Yeah, sausage. I do one package of those and smoked sausage. Now I'm using smoked sausage today, but the last time I cooked it, I used hot links, and I went to the store yesterday and I could not find any hot links that I wanted. So Linda, we can go ahead and put these sausage in there. I cut up the one of the sausage. First of all, let me explain to you. I cooked 5 slices. I forgot if I cooked 4 or 5. I think I cooked 4. I cut up bacon this morning, 4 slices into 1-inch pieces, and I fried this in the same pan that I'm doing my sausage. But I fried this ahead of time because I don't want the bacon to not be cooked. And for it to be cooked, I had to cook it ahead of time. So, and then I took the bacon out and put it in a bowl. Now I'm cutting the sausage up and I'm cooking the sausage in the same pan that in our big, how many quarts is this, Linda?
This is 9 quarts.
9-quart boiler. This is the best boiler. All the boilers like that. They're non-stick.
And someone asked about this yesterday. These are not cast iron. They're reinforced titanium.
And they're not heavy. They're not heavy.
No,
but
they're not.
They don't stick. I mean, it's just, you know how bacon, Linda, always sticks everything?
Mm-hmm.
Did not stick one bit in that pan. Not one bit. That bacon just cooked real crispy in it and just worked so good. I also cut up 3 medium-sized potatoes this morning. And I didn't want y'all to have to watch me cut potatoes up. I just cut the potatoes up. I'm going to turn this down now. And I'm cooking that in beef broth. And the reason for that, I know this is a lot of steps, but the reason that I cook my potatoes ahead of time in broth is because it takes 2 hours to cook this stew if you put those potatoes in there raw, because of all the ingredients, the tomatoes and stuff. It just takes it forever to cook. So potatoes, I'm going to cook them ahead of time in some broth. And the reason I'm cooking them in the broth is to give it some flavor. So it's not just potatoes. And the broth has salt in it, so I did not add salt to these potatoes.
Mary,
now,
excuse me,
that's okay.
Did you use bought broth or did you make your own broth?
I made my own.
You made your own. I thought it looked richer than the cans.
Yeah, you can make it out of, I buy that base, that beef base in Sam's. Or you can buy beef bouillon too.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, beef broth in the can is expensive. We keep it in our pantry just like you do. Yeah. But it's really cheaper if you use the base and make your own.
I keep the base in the refrigerator. Yeah. And that way I can have as much as I want or little as I want.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I buy it in the can or the boxes, you may not need all of it. I'm not cutting these quite as big as I did the last time. I said 1 inch, but I'm cutting them a little smaller because. All right, now Linda, can I put these in there?
You sure can.
That's a lot of meat. That's these 2 meats, bacon, and then we do hamburger. I'm gonna get a rag and wipe that off.
This is going to be really good on a day like today, Mary, when it's cold and rainy.
I know. And I made us some cornbread today.
Oh, that's going to be good.
I made a fresh pan of cornbread this morning because this will be good with the stew. So, anyway, I'm just
If there's something else you want me to do,
No,
tell me.
the sausage is actually done. We're just heating it through so that it won't take as long
Right.
to cook. Now you can dump all this in there at one time and set it on the stove and cook it for 2 hours if you want to. But I'm speeding it up and I'm doing it in sections so that it don't take as long. And cooking that sausage in that bacon grease from the bacon, it just adds more flavor to it.
Smells
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Mary, does it seem like it was colder when we were kids than it is now, or was it just because we didn't have central heat and air?
That might be probably right, because you get up and your house is warm and you don't realize it's cold outside till you step outside.
But we never really, we lived in town, so we didn't have a fireplace in our house. We had a big space heater.
Yeah, we did.
And whoever the first one was up
Lit it.
lit it. It was Mom or
It was
Daddy. Or,
gas,
as
yeah.
Charles got older and y'all
Yeah.
would get up and light
Yeah,
it.
we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had so much covers. We didn't sleep with the heater on,
No, absolutely not.
and but we had plenty quilts. Mama quilted. She had lots of quilts.
And if it was really, really cold, I mean, what they call a blue norther coming through, she would hang up a quilt inside the open. The door it wasn't a door; it was an open space.
Right. Yeah, the going thing is the open space. That's the way our house was. It was a kitchen,
Yeah.
living room, dining room. It was all open.
And that was
put-
years ago.
Years ago. But no, we had a separate living room, what they used to call former living room.
Yeah.
And there was a door there, so we kept that door closed, and we only had we had two more entrances, one going into the hall and one going into the other front door. We had two front doors, didn't we?
We did, and one back door. We sure did.
And we would hang a quilt. Mama would hang a quilt there, and it was all the open space when it was really, really cold. But we didn't do that often. I don't remember Mama doing that often. So, but you make do. You make do whenever
Yeah.
you.
I'm sure our house was a lot warmer than the houses that Mom and
Yeah.
Daddy grew up in.
Oh, I'm sure of
Because
that.
they didn't have space
Yeah.
heaters and gas. They had fireplaces and wood stoves.
Okay. I imagine, Linda.
Take this up.
Well, I think so, if you don't mind, and I'll go ahead and get the hamburger out. And I got that 96.4, so it won't have any grease in it. Now, if you make this and you're not using this that has a lot of grease, you can drain some of this off, because I wouldn't cook this with a lot of oil. Of course, that's just the way. That's, to me, is healthier. But I am leaving all of this in here. All the oil,
Okay.
all the bacon, because it's very little bacon grease in there. And these boilers are so nice. You don't really need much oil.
No, you don't.
Show them, Linda, how much oil. See, you know how sausage and bacon always just sticks to your pan? It does not stick to these. And I just love them. Of course, we have skillets that's made with this also.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so I'm just going
I'll switch places with you,
okay. And
and you tell me what to do.
throw this in the trash. I got up this morning thinking, oh my goodness, I got so many things that I'm planning. I left my mixing shop at the church the other day.
And I would have brought you one. I had a new one I would have brought you if I'd have thought about
I
it.
have a new one back there.
You didn't want to get it
but
out?
I didn't want to get it out because I don't have room in my cabinet for two of them. So I'm just going to cook this pound of meat. This is ground meat. I'm just going to chop up. And Linda, would you hand me the onions?
Yes.
I'm going to drain those onions. I'm using onions that I put in the freezer. You know how when you chop onions, a lot of times you'll have more than what you need, and I put them in the freezer. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
So
You want these? You think that would it might be
I
better
might.
than
Would
that
you say
spoon?
that way for me, please,
Yeah.
Linda? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Your table looks so pretty, Mary.
Oh, thank
with
you.
your tablecloth. And
Oh, I know. I don't know.
arrangement.
Have I even shown the ladies my table since?
And gentlemen, we have gentlemen
That's
too.
right. We got I have a lot. We have a lot of followers that text us and tells us that their husband watches with us, and that they're and some of them says they're the men are the main cooks in their
Yeah,
house.
well, Mike is a great
I know.
cook.
Yes, he is. Chuck's a good cook.
Yeah,
And Bobby
sure is.
Bobby had one or two things that he would cook, but other than that, Bobby really didn't cook that much. But now he could make a good stew. Bobby made a good stew.
did he?
Yeah.
Daddy was a really good cook.
Yeah, and chili. Bobby liked to make chili.
Did
and
he?
Chuck, Chuck. Bobby liked to make chili. Bobby was more like a vegetable person, though. He loved turnip greens. He loves any kind of greens,
Yeah.
And but anyway, so we put the onion in here to cook with the ground meat, and after it cooks, after it gets a little pink, then I'll start adding.
And your spices.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to drain this. We could put the spice in there now.
Okay, so tell me what you want first.
Okay, that my recipe's right there. It doesn't matter. I just
Okay, you need this.
Salt.
You need this.
yeah. I want to make. I don't measure things when somebody when I'm not doing the video, but I better measure
Where's your garlic at, Mary?
it. Right there in the door, right here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put some salt in here.
This is what you had on the list, right?
It is.
Okay.
All right, we checked that off. And I'll need the bigger spoon for this garlic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put salt and minced garlic. Not much garlic left in there. I think I'll just put it all in there. I don't know if y'all will like this or not.
I about had to sneeze.
Linda, you like this? Whenever I get down low on something that I keep in the refrigerator,
Reach.
if you try to save just a little bit, you wind up throwing it away anyway. You don't
you
use
do.
it. So I just try to use everything in the container.
I've done that before.
Have you?
Yep.
Because I have
Okay.
so much in the refrigerator. All right, now, let's see here. I better do this in order. Hand me the black pepper, please, Linda.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, black pepper. And since I'm not, I didn't get the hot links, I'm gonna put some red pepper in here.
Okay.
I need it to have a little spice to it, since I don't have the hot links. If you're making this, you can use any kind of sausage you want in it. It's just, I need the little one. I'm not going to put too much.
I was wondering, I saw you put that black pepper in there, and I thought that looked like a lot of black pepper for you.
But, okay, so chili peppers, please. Chili pepper, thank you. And
Sorry.
I'm just mixing it all together because it. Now, Linda, we had a fireplace when we lived out in the country. That one time.
Off of 21 below
Yeah.
Sharina, we did.
Right.
It was that 1196? I think that was 1196.
I don't
FM.
remember, Linda. I really don't.
I might not be right on that.
Italian season, please.
But we had a fireplace there, and it was totally different because we didn't even have a stove in that house.
I know.
Mama cooked off of a coal oil little 2-burner stove.
Yeah, we was
We was
batching.
roughing it. we were not used to that kind of living.
This is Italian seasoning. Then I put a little bit of sweet basil.
Our house wasn't fancy, but it was a good house.
Yeah.
It was a good house. We had lots of room.
Smoked paprika. Okay. All right, that's all my spices. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
And I'm just cooking that in the meat.
Do you want these potatoes completely done or just?
Test them. Have you?
I've
test
been
them with
I've
the
been
fork.
checking them. They're not done, but they're
Are they getting soft?
getting there.
Okay.
They're not far from being done.
Okay. Okay. But I'm gonna cook this meat just a little bit longer, and then we're gonna start adding the tomatoes.
Okay. You've got
I
two.
think I've got them all open, Linda.
You've got two different kinds of, actually 3 different kinds of tomatoes.
I
don't you?
sure do. And
4
that's
different
another
kinds.
thing. That's another thing. If you can add basically whatever kind of tomatoes you want. I've got the petite diced tomatoes. I use diced basil and garlic with the oregano, and I'm going to use. I actually didn't put this on the recipe, the chili ready tomatoes, but I didn't have another can of tomatoes with
So
the bell
you're-
pepper. So
you're gonna use this
I'm
instead.
substituting the chili bean tomatoes,
And
the
you got
chili
some
ready. And then I got some tomato paste. I may need to use some more tomatoes. That's the reason I got that out. I don't think
Okay.
I've opened
So you
that
tell
one.
me how, in what order you want
Okay,
it.
all right. Okay, you can hand me the tomatoes. Diced tomatoes, please. The meat's done. It's open.
I know it's open,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
trying to get the lid off. I think it's open. Yeah, it is open. Why am I not being able to get this off? There we go.
Okay. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna sure miss my little chopper. And I like I said, I have another one, but I just didn't want to. And then potatoes are probably done. I'm just gonna turn them off and leave it there, and then we'll. Thank you. And now I'm putting a can of petite diced tomato. Now, that's what I just put in there. So that's 2 cans. One of them had the garlic. One of them did not.
I don't know why I have such a hard time getting this lid off. I got
Yeah,
it.
me too. I know we got our backs turned to y'all. That's not good, I know.
Now, are you going to
I
save
do.
these for last, or
No,
are you going
I
to go
want
ahead
it-
and take them?
No, I want to go ahead and use that. We kind of got our backs turned towards you. Linda, I was saying about this morning. I'm planning the bazaar and planning Thanksgiving and our ladies' Christmas banquet that we have at the church every year. And Christmas, all of that in the next 2 months.
You always have a busy,
And I
this
have
time of year,
really got
very
a
busy.
lot going on. All right. Now I'm going to put this can of chili ready.
Y'all know I'm used to Mike doing this for me, and for some
here, I
reason
can do
I
it.
don't get the hang of taking
right.
that lid off.
All right. Just put that little snap on there and then pick up
I'm
on
just not catching it right, am
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Thank
and then
you,
we
Mary.
drain those.
Okay,
The beans,
so you want these
we
drained.
drain the
Okay.
beans and rinse them
I? Okay,
using that little strainer. I love that little strainer.
I do too. Let me get this out of the way.
Okay, I'll give you the other can. We're putting 2 cans of pinto beans, but we're draining them and rinsing them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the first time I made this, I didn't put but 1 can of pinto beans in it, and I wanted more beans in it. So I'm adding 2 pecans. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm keeping you busy,
I
Linda.
made a little mess here.
That's okay.
Splattering stuff.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. It's my recipe. And then the corn. You drain the corn.
Oh, got another one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And then we're gonna, after we get that done, I'm gonna strain these potatoes, but I'm gonna dip the potatoes up with this because I may use, if this is too thick, I'm gonna use some of this broth. So I'm gonna put this in here, get my potatoes out. See that?
Now, I've got your lid over here, Mary, when you get ready for it. If you put it
Okay.
back on there, I don't know if you're going to or not,
Okay.
but got it over here.
I may use some of this broth. That's why I didn't want to pour it out.
You're through with these cans, aren't you, Mary?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Now put the corn in here.
It's going to be a pretty good pot, isn't it?
It's a big pot. And it's so thick. Linda, you want to get a picture of this before I put the meat in there? You'll see why.
Now I know what you're talking about
Now-
it being thick.
Now you know why that I cook those potatoes first. Because it takes forever. I may use some broth in here. Now we add all the meat. The bacon, well, we already got the hamburger in there. But now we empty all this meat in here. The bacon. I put that cloth in there to drain the
Here, you got
grease
one more
off.
piece of bacon.
Oh, okay.
My hands are clean. I
Okay.
just washed them.
All right. See how thick this is? I am going to add some of that broth in here. But it's stew. It's not soup. And that's why those potatoes needs to cook some first. I'm going to add a little bit of this broth in here. You just be your own judge of how much you want. And I'm going to put the lid on it and turn it down and let it cook. Needs to cook probably 30, I'd say 30 minutes.
There's your lid.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let it cook for about 30 minutes. And it's thick. It's real thick. So you have to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it because of the stove too. I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this burner up over here and I'm going to change burners.
Okay, so you're not having to
So I don't have to worry about it.
watching it.
When that gets hot, then I'll transfer it over. It's a good thing that those things don't stick. I mean, I'm sure that those pots would stick if you actually just let something that just keep on there.
Right.
I've never had anything to stick so far.
Mary, do you want to? I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but you want to tell them about the lid?
Oh, the lid that fits on this boiler. You see, you would think these little grooves here would go on the handle, but this pot has that strainer with it.
It's a collapsible
and
colander.
that's what fits into here, that collapsible colander. But when you're cooking, for the lid to fit down on it, these little tabs have to be on there sideways, because I'll show you, they don't, when you do that, it does not fit. There's air, see there? So turn it this way and it closes. So now I'm going to move this boiler over here because I've got a problem with that burner. And yes, I do have to get that fixed. But anyway, so all I want this, and it's boiling. So now now I can turn this burner down. And so all you're doing now, for the time period that you're cooking this now, is just letting all the flavors combine. But Linda, you don't have to do that now. We'll just talk a few minutes. And
I'm just going to start some water just so they're not
why don't
sitting
you
here.
show this? Some of you might have been watching whenever I had my birthday, And my sister and her husband bought me this nice table. We got the chairs pulled out. But isn't that nice? And yes, my tablecloth is the same pattern as Linda's. When Linda and I go shopping, we if she finds something that she thinks that we both like, she'll call and say, Mary, I found this tablecloth. She'll send me a picture of it and ask me if I want one. And of course, I usually do.
And you do the same.
And I do the same thing. I'm at the store. I said, I found this. You're not going to believe it. I found this. Do you want it? And so we have a lot of things just alike. And this little plaque here, one of my followers sent it to me for my
Isn't that
birthday.
beautiful?
I got it in the post
That's
office. I was so proud of it. Count your blessings, because that's kind of what our saying is.
And I hope your bench comes in time for Thanksgiving. We have a bench ordered to go with this set too.
And we just pulled the chairs out so little Linda could stand here and video us, because I don't have a very big kitchen. So anyway, we've had a lot of good memories in this kitchen, though. Even this little, I'm telling you, Christmas, you know how it is, Carla, Linda, Christmas. I mean, we have to make a circle around this way.
We're just
to get to the table and then out the door.
But we make it work.
And
the thing about it, and I've heard Molly say this many times, Mary, we all have more than what the people before us came. And our original kitchen in our house, after Daddy first built the house, he built on. His goal was, when our house burnt, was to get us a place to live as quickly as he could. Right. So the kitchen that we had was very tiny, and we had it for years until they built on the house, and then we had a big kitchen. But Pinky Mouse kitchen, it was long. It wasn't that small, was it? And Molly's wasn't either.
Yeah, but when we go back to it now, Molly's,
it's a lot smaller.
It looks so much smaller than it.
It's a lot smaller than what we remembered when we were kids.
Yeah.
But it's we love kitchens. We love to cook, because that's where so many of our happy memories are.
That's where you make memories, is around the dinner table or in the kitchen.
Yeah. And we want to remind our viewers again about the Christmas wish list. If you know of somebody, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, we'd rather them not nominate themselves, right?
Right.
If you know of a family, a single mom, a single dad, that as maybe,
or even a couple that's
young family,
right?
They don't have to be young, but someone that needs a little bit of extra help. I know when they had the floods in Tennessee, we talked about this, and one of the wish lists that we got is from a lady that lost everything, or a family that lost everything in that flood. So this is what you need to do. You need to go to our website, www.pinkymousekitchen.com, and click on Contact Us.
Go down to Contact Us, yes.
And it will take you to an email, and you'll send us an email right in that email about the story. We want to know the story in the subject line, and this has to be in the subject line. If it's not, then it won't get pulled out. So you have to put in the subject line Christmas wish list, Christmas kitchen wish list. Right. Christmas has got to be first. That word's got to be first. Right. So and the deadline for that is December the 1st, and then we'll have a few days. Mary and her and the girls and I will have a few days to read these and look over them and select a winner. And we're going to put a kitchen box together for the winner.
Right.
And this is kitchen products. It's not, it's not anything else. And it will be Pampered Chef products. Right. And we don't guarantee that we'll be able to give everything on the list, but we'll do what we can.
Yes.
And we'll announce the winner the 10th.
The 10th, I'm not looking at the calendar. Sometime after that. After the deadline.
That may not be the right date. But we want to have this in time for the winner to get it, to have to be able to cook their Christmas dinner.
I think it's the 9th, Linda.
It may be the 9th.
I think it's the 9th.
The 9th.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I knew when I said the 10th that wasn't right.
Yeah, it's
but so get those to us and let us read them, and you know, everybody has needed a hand up every once in a while in their life. And this is something that Mary and I can do and we want to do. But please make sure that, and don't send duplicates because we print these. Yeah. And just get those to us as soon as you can. Don't wait till the last minute if you know of somebody.
Right. And also on our website now, in our store on our website, if you want to purchase a gift card to give to someone, you can purchase gift cards, and that will apply to the aprons, any of our products, any of our products, things in membership. The store, our membership, yeah.
And I believe they're in increments of $25. They start at $25 and go up to $100.
Yeah. So that'd be something that, you know, that we people have asked us for gift cards. So we did get that. Little Linda got that put on our membership page.
Yes, we appreciate
on
that.
Our website, not membership, on our website.
On our website.
And I don't know what else did. You have any questions for us? Okay.
Aunt Linda, where did you get your boots?
My sister bought these for me. These are Skechers, and I think you bought them at Bell's, didn't you?
Before
Bell's went out of business. I have a very small foot, and a lot of boot makers don't even make a size 5, and so they have to be a certain size. I mean, even a 5.5 just slides on my foot.
Yeah, when I told her I got them for her, she said, I don't think, you can get them if you want to, but I don't think they're going to fit me. And I said, I think these will fit you. And they did. And they're warm too, aren't they?
They're very comfortable. Yeah. They're very comfortable. I did a lot of walking in my younger years with different things with the young people at the church, and I kind of mess my feet up, so I have to have comfortable shoes on. We walked 20 miles one way from the church.
You did. I didn't do that.
To down to one of our members' house, way below Florence, and then 20 miles back. And I was the only person out of the entire group that walked every step of the way there and back.
That's her determination. And I wasn't in Mississippi. I didn't.
I can guarantee you, I didn't have on expensive shoes either. I had on some cheap shoes, but I did it.
I remember you calling and telling me that. I said, Linda, why did you do that?
I think my feet's hurt ever since.
Yeah.
No, they're okay as long as you, and you like comfortable shoes too.
Oh, I have to have them. Now, I tell you what, these I have on. They're comfortable, but I can't stand up in them all day because they don't have.
Which ones have you got on?
I've got these I got from Bales. It's Tom McAn or something like that.
We have high arches, so we have to have.
Matter of fact, I had 2 or 3 different colors in this: brown, beige, black.
Your feet look a little swollen today, Mary.
You know what? My feet are starting to swell a little bit, and I'll tell you why. It's because I've been on my feet more than normal lately.
With everything that you've been doing.
Yeah, they have. So I'm going to have to, and I hadn't felt good in the last few days, and I know it's because I've just been pushing myself. Every year I say I'm not going to do as much, and I haven't done as much this year. I hadn't done as much.
You're 75 this year, too.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to watch what I just, when you start working in the kitchen, the church, you don't find a stopping place.
No.
But I did stop now. I didn't stay there all day. I stayed there from 8 to 2, but that was on my feet the whole time.
But that was what you did in the church. It wasn't everything else you did that day either. Yeah.
So
Mary's.
That's okay. I'm going to make it, but I'm just going to have to spread it out a little bit. And I've got wonderful ladies to help. I got wonderful ladies. We were talking about the Christmas. Our ladies is going to have we always do every year, Christmas party, but I'm going to do this one a little bit special this year because this probably is my going out. So I'm going to make this a little extra special.
Now, I noticed you said probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well, anyway, and I was talking about it with my assistant, Sister Mary, the other day, and someone else was in the fellowship hall, and they heard me. She says, I'll be glad to help you with decorations. I love to do decorations. And you know what? In the past, I would say no, but you know what? I'm going to let her help me.
Well, you
I'm
need to let her help
because
you.
it's a lot of work decorating that fellowship hall for Christmas. So I'm just going to tell her she can help me. She likes to do it. It'll just be less I have to do. So
well, I think you should let them help you. Don't let them miss their blessing.
Well, that's true too. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy it. Chuck told me the other day, he said, Mama, whenever I told him I was going to be gone to church all day and something, he said, now, Mother, when are you going to take a break? I said, Chuck, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this. And I do enjoy it, but I do have to limit myself down where I used to.
We need to tell them that we got our shipment of cookbooks in yesterday.
That's right. We sure did.
So this is the same cookbook. It's not a different cookbook. We only have one available, but we do have them available now. I guess we need to probably update the inventory in the store. Several have text or messaged us about when they'll be available, but we do have them now. So if you've been waiting to order, we have them on hand.
And some of you have ordered that it's been several weeks that you have ordered that you haven't gotten a book, and
those will be mailed.
And those
first.
will be mailed. Yes, they will be mailed first. If you ordered the early part of October, yours will be mailed first, and they'll be sent out. I'm not sure if they'll be sent out today. Probably will, either today or tomorrow. But it takes a few days for you to get them. So anyway, I think that soup's about ready. It doesn't take.
And did we tell them the name of this pot?
This is the.
I don't know if we told them the name of it or not. It's multi-pot.
Multi-pot.
And it's Pampered Chef.
And it's collapsible
colander.
Colander is written all on the same thing. It's a big pot, but when you're making a big pot,
you need
a chili, a soup, or dumplings, you need a big pot like this.
That looks really good.
Because I have a smaller.
Do you want me to put a thing on the counter so you can put it over there?
You can. Let me get a soup bowl. My soup bowls are over here.
I don't see your ladle.
It's in the thing. That in the back. You see it? I'm gonna rinse these off because I got them over there in the cabinet. They don't. I don't get into them very often. I don't have room in my regular cabinets for all my dishes.
This one, Mary?
That's a scoop.
Yeah. You don't have a stainless steel one?
Well, I'm supposed to. I wonder what happened to my stainless steel one.
Oh no, maybe it's.
I don't know what happened to it, Linda, but I do have one.
Okay.
It's probably in here, but who knows?
Well, it don't matter. You can use whatever you want. I just was.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where it's at, Linda. It's not in that pot? No, it ain't.
I don't see it unless I'm overlooking it, but I don't think it's in there.
Okay. All right. All right. Hand me that other bowl, please, and I'll wipe it out. I just rinsed them out. They've been sitting in the cabinet. They was clean. I just. I'll get you a bowl out too, Linda. You have any more questions?
And where did you get the colander scoop that you got the potatoes out of?
Oh, one of our followers sent that to us. Sent that to me. Sent you one too, didn't?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That little.
It's
handle.
a sifter, isn't it? Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Talking about this?
I use it to strain.
Yes, one of our friends sent this to us. It's a cup sifter is what it is.
It is. I use it for strainers. Really not a strainer. We have Pampered Chef has strainers on their
we have a sieve and we have the little baskets.
This and then this one right here. I could have got it out with this, but so this right here would do fine too, or this. But is that? I think that's rain I hear, Linda.
That rain is coming down.
Yep. Okay. I think I'm gonna just scoop it from over here, Linda.
Okay.
You don't. I'm gonna. I guess I'll use this big scoop. Yeah, show them. See how thick it is? It's not soup. It's stew. And it's done.
Now don't
everything in it.
Don't pull me out no big scoop. Just about half of that.
Is that enough? That's not much.
Yes, that's way more than enough.
I'm like you. I don't really want much. But anyway, that's. I hope I've given away containers, so many containers of with food till I'm hoping I got some containers, some extra containers. I think I might have put the big spoon in your bowl. I
That's
did.
okay. I'm getting this out to cut that cornbread with.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and cut it. It's awful hard on you to have to get us together, and
That looks good, Mary.
thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
All right, you ready to?
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus. I know it's hot. Yeah, that rain. Well, that rain coming down makes me sleepy. I've been up since 4:30. Oh, and you know what I did this morning?
What?
I started answering texts. People,
Oh, no.
I did not realize. So if y'all got an early text from me this morning, I apologize. I didn't. I just have to answer them texts and questions whenever I get up in the mornings, and I didn't think about it being so early. Hot.
No, it's delicious.
And the potatoes are done.
You want a napkin?
I'm telling you, like I said, when I first did this, man, the potatoes. Remember me telling you I cooked this
Yes, I
stew
do,
for
and
2
I couldn't
hours?
imagine it taking that long, but now I know why.
It's so thick. You have to have a lot of juice to cook a potato. So anyway, so I'll be taking some friends some stew today. You like it? It tastes good. It really does. And it's not on my plan, but the meat is, so I'll eat the meat. The potatoes are not.
It's really good.
Yeah. Well, we really wasn't on here that long
Not
today.
quite an hour, but
Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to take long by me doing it in steps, and I cooked the bacon ahead of time. So it takes probably an hour.
from start to finish.
Yeah, if you cook the bacon. Now, I will tell y'all about cooking that bacon. If you're not cooking it in a nonstick skillet, you have to watch it. But you have to cook it slow, because the little pieces, they're going to burn, and then some of it is not going to cook. So cook your bacon pieces slow, and just stir it, because once it starts getting a little oil out of there, it will cook faster. Now, if it wasn't in a nonstick pan, you might add about a tablespoon of oil to your
get it
bacon
started.
to get it started. In this nonstick skillet, you don't have to, because
No.
it's not going to stick.
You don't.
So anyway, just cooking that bacon ahead of time, and peeling your potatoes and putting it all together. You dirty a little bit more dishes, but
This
you're
is-
cutting down on your time.
Right. This is going to be a great recipe for this
Yeah,
fall
for
and
this
winter.
winter, yeah.
It sure is. It's really good, Mary.
Well, thank you. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in to us 3 days a week, and we hope that hope y'all's weather is good today. Stay safe. If it's
Right.
raining, be careful out there.
We love y'all. Be sure to count your blessings and don't forget to be kind to someone.
We love you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.